investigator is getting kind of lumped into that group. Um, and honestly, and a lot of people are not going to like it when I say this, but as a group, as a whole community, we have brought that on ourselves from, from years of, think of this. Think of how many paranormal teams that have an acronym that, they've got out there that has research in their name. A lot of them, right? A lot of teams have research in their name.
Well, they need an R to be scary.
Right, right. So they've got research in the name, but how much research have they actually done outside of the typical, blogs and things? How many um, books have they read that weren't about um, the pop culture, the urban legends, the things like that? How much research have they actually done into, okay, what's going on here? Our methods that we use date back. I mean, Harry Price was one of the first people to ever use the term ghost hunter. Um, he, back in the teens and the 1920s, he was using and kind of established a lot of the same methods that practically every paranormal team now is using. I mean, now
Yes.
granted, the equipment has evolved, but in over 100 years, the methodology really hasn't changed. And you've got thousands and thousands of investigators and thousands of teams that are all doing the same thing and somehow expecting a different result, which is by definition insanity. So when you have that, and then you have this big pop culture following that, the stuff on TV that you see is, I mean, let's be real. What you see on TV is utterly ridiculous. And then, you've got the whole pop culture thing, you and so I say, I'm really going to win friends and influence people with this one. Um,
Well, we don't worry that
that,
much about that, do
I,
we?
right, that, well, me, I'm timid and shy
Oh,
and
yeah.
don't ever say what's on my mind.
Ever.
Um, but, if you look at a paranormal convention, um, the typical paranormal convention that you go to, I rarely ever, I haven't been to one in years other than the one that I just recently spoke at. And, and the reason that I never went was I went to one years and years ago and I thought, oh my God, that because you go in, you see things like, um, everything is, it's zombies, it's costume contest, it's, all this stuff. It's like, okay, is this a fifth grade Halloween party? Or is this people trying to figure out what's going on? And, and it's really, there's so much pop culture and there's not much separation from it. Um, it's people outside the paranormal community are looking at us and they're having the same reaction that we would have if you had, say your plumber come over and try to treat you for your medical condition. It's like, wait, what? This it's we haven't really presented ourselves as a whole in a serious light. So we can't be angry or offended that we're not taken seriously.
Right.
And that is something that, once you establish a reputation, it takes, and you consider how long this has been going on. We've got over a century of paranormal investigation. It takes usually about twice as long to change that reputation. So it's going to take a lot of people doing a lot of hard work to dig the paranormal out of that community, or to dig the paranormal community out of that rut and really put us out there as something legitimate, some credible research that people have really studied, really educated themselves. Because right now, most people in the paranormal community, whether rightfully so or not, get the stigma attached to them of being somebody that watched something on TV, bought some gadgets off of eBay, and made a Facebook page.
Yeah.
And it's like I say, some people rightfully earn that title, but a lot of people don't. There are a lot of really good investigators, a lot of really good researchers out there that unfairly have that stigma attached to them because of the actions of others. And it's not fair, but it's the way it is. And the only way to change it is through actions and through a lot of people working really hard to change that.
I agree. And, it's just like anything else. You can have done this like you have done this for almost 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And in one fell swoop, one mistaken article posted or shared, or people that genuinely know you will know better, but people that have just discovered you and Casper and the things that you do, you could lose it just like that.
Oh yeah, that.
And
Well, that's why I'm so particular about what I'll share and what I'll post, because that. And you have people that are, they eagerly sit by, and anyone who gains any kind of credibility in the paranormal field, they, some of them act out of jealousy, some of them out of just bitterness because they had it and lost it. Just, you have all kinds of different motives. But you do have groups of people out there who are just sitting by waiting to jump in and attack at any opportunity that they can to
we have
attack
to
that
take a break.
credibility.
I am so sorry, but we have got just a little bit of time here, and we will be back. And Frank, I want to pick this up when we come back, please, because this is some seriously good stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay, this will be 3 minutes, guys.
You are listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk, only on Paranormal Experienced Radio. Broadcasting live out of Birmingham, Alabama. Since 1948, Fate magazine has brought you reports of the strange and unknown, all of them true. Fate Radio is carrying on that tradition, bringing you the unusual, macabre, strange, and bizarre. Join host Kat Hobson Sunday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern on WBHM Digital Broadcasting.
You are listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk radio.
Son of a...
Hey, son.
Mother...
Son? What are you doing?
Hey, Mom. I'm getting ready to listen to Periscope Uncensored.
By expanding your vocabulary.
Well, it is uncensored.
Son, the uncensored part of Periscope Uncensored is Jax and I getting down to brass tacks with all aspects of the paranormal. There's no fluff on our show.
So, no off-color commentary?
I didn't say that.
Awesome!
Son?
I just hit my head.
Oh boy, I'll go get you an ice pack. Catch Periscope Uncensored Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, only on WBHM Digital Broadcasting.
Oh, come on. I'm Southern, but... Nope. That'll do. Hello. I am Kat Hobson, host of Paranormal Experienced here on WBHM Digital Broadcasting out of Birmingham, Alabama. I enjoy having guests from all areas of the paranormal, from ghosts to ufology to cryptids and beyond. You'll find some of the best researchers in their fields bringing you some great information. Join me on Wednesday nights from 8 to 10 p. Eastern here on WBHM Digital Broadcasting. Thank you for listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting out of Birmingham, Alabama. The time is 23 minutes after the hour. And we are back here listening to Paranormal Experienced here on WBHM Digital Broadcasting out of Birmingham, Alabama with guest Frank Lee. And Frank, we were discussing reputations and research and trying to make sure that you're presenting professionally and well, and not going in and acting as a charlatan.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I rudely interrupted you.
I know those the FCC just throw those breaks at us for that. It's conspiracy, I think.
Well, I won't argue that because I like conspiracy ideas, but aggravating.
but yeah, that and maybe somebody's still listening after me putting all those nice words out there before the break.
Alienating half the world of the paranormal, but only the half that's not going to be patient.
Right. Well, and I'll just go ahead and put this out there, too, that, when I say these things, when I say the paranormal community, you got to keep in mind, I'm including myself in that group, but hey, you got to remember, sometimes the best love is tough love, right?
Always.
So, but we're doing a paranormal intervention here. That's what it is.
Oh my goodness. I'm all about interventions. Let's mark it.
Right. Not me. If I drive by the house and there's more than 3 cars in the yard, I keep driving in case it's one for me. But...
A coffee intervention.
Right. It's okay though. I've got a spare coffee pot. I'll just yeah, we're not
not in danger of going without it.
Absolutely. That but we're talking about sources and putting out credible information and things like that. And I absolutely cannot stress that enough. How important it is to be sure that you are putting credible information. One of the most recent things that the Momo challenge, that this was everywhere, and this strange looking characters popping up on the screen, and it's telling kids to harm themselves, and that went viral. And I it actually, of course, was a hoax that never that was never a real issue. It was, however, a created issue, because what happened, that was actually last July. It first started circulating through Argentina and parts of South America and